Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. Hope you're well. My name's Ben Moseby and we are here for the start of another brand new week, and today, very excited about today. Multiple reasons why I'm excited. You want to know those reasons. First reason, that producer Nicola has said in my ear, yes, it is July, maybe be July, but it is also Christmas! Yeah, so we're really excited about that. And we have got, I think, a launch. Well, I know a launch which you are going to love, and actually which you are already loving. Our Craigie Baggy calls it the Mistletoe Collection, but it's not. No. This is the Holly and Ivy Collection, Nature's Garden. It is so gorgeous. If you love your more sort of like vintage Christmas feel, you're going to go absolutely wild for this collection. So we've got the launch of that in this show, more details about which we'll go into in just a second. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the fact that tonight, Craft Wars is back, live at 5. And it's the big rematch that you've all asked for coming your way this evening, so that's exciting. Third reason I'm excited is that over on the website we've started a brand new event. It is called Sort and Store. Oh yeah, we've got up to 50% off selected storage solutions for you, so make sure you head there and have a little bit of a look. And the fourth reason I'm very excited, it's 5 actually. The fourth reason I'm very excited is my final 4 days before I go away on holiday. Get me nashers done and me bum. And the fifth reason I'm really excited is the fact that she's back, the giggliest person in Gigglestown, your friend and mine, the amazing Debbie Fisher. How are you?
Thank you. I'm well excited to be back, and yes, not only a brand new launch, and actually look at the size of that enormity of everything you're getting there. Is amazing, but I am I'm quite looking forward to our rematch of Craft Wars. It's going to be very exciting today. It's going to be a good day, Ben. That is fighting.
Do your fighting face from the thing when you were yeah.
It's awful, isn't it? It's awful.
So we're friends for the first show, enemies in the final show. But listen, that's later. Right now, it's the Holly and Ivy collection. We are already very busy for this. We'll have a look at some finished samples with Debbie, but just to tell you, I've got a Showstopper option, and it's slightly different to how you normally think of your Showstoppers, but I'll take you through that in just a second. We are already approaching 10% of that Showstopper gone. Just very quickly, show you the numbers. Here it is. So this is your Showstopper, 17-piece collection. So you get everything, but then when you buy the Showstopper, we also give you an extra 12x12 pad, an extra 6x6 pad, an extra 8x8 vellum pad, and you'll only pay half price for those. So it actually works out, if you're platinum, you get all the goodies and an extra lot of the consumables for just £12 or $16.80. That's if platinum. Wow. So you may as well just go, because you would have done it anyway, wouldn't you? You would have bought more paper. We've actually put it into the Showstopper this time, so it makes it nice and easy for you, and you get your free shipping as well, which is excellent. We will go through all on boards in just a second, but shall we have a look at some finished samples first, Debbie? This is such a gorgeous collection, isn't it?
Oh, it's so gorgeous. What I love about this, because it's Holly and Ivy, it means that everything that you're buying here, you can use as your whole collection for your whole lot of Christmas cards that you do this year, or your Christmas crafting, table decor, anything like that. But also, it's going to go with everything else that you bought for Christmas, or you still want to buy for Christmas, because it's got those components that will work with everything. So I really wanted to show you the samples first. I just love this design. I'm going to show you actually how to do this, because that's one die and a stamp set there. I'm going to show you how you can create a frame from that, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Love this one here, this real sort of big Christmas stamp. This is one stamp, so the actual Christmas is with the whole greetings as well there. So, and it makes your entire card, so absolutely gorgeous. Another one of my favourites. You know how I love a create card. I love this. I think this one is absolutely stunning. You're going to want to be using that one. Edge of foldable dies we've got in here. We know you absolutely love them. Paper piecing, placing papers behind, using your vellums. Those papers are going to be incredible and work so well. Another one of that creator card.
Oh, so nice.
So beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely. And then the papers, Ben, look at the papers. Just using your papers are going to look exceptional in there. Cutting out the robins, so just sort of fussy cutting around the pieces that you really like. Love this one as well. We've got this gorgeous edgeable stamped out in gold embossing powder. That looks so expensive, looks lovely. I love this die. I think that is going to be the one you're going to be using through all your makes at Christmas, whether you use this collection or any other. We've got a gorgeous embossing folder. I'm going to show you how to colour this in as well, because it's absolutely beautiful. Another one here with using those vellums. You see torn down and rolled in the middle. How cute does that look? And then the bird cut from the paper pad inside. This in the background, Ben, is an embossing folder.
Yes.
So that's absolutely gorgeous. There is just so many different components in here. Our design team obviously love this. I love this one, making a little box. What about a gift for somebody to put all their Christmas cards in?
That's a
and
great
make
idea.
all your individual Christmas cards. I know you'll show them, Ben, but there's stamps in here that create the inside, your sentiments as well. So many different ways that you can be using them. I absolutely
That die, like you say, is just incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it just gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so get this in your basket, get it home, and then you'll be crafting right up to Christmas with this collection. It's amazing.
Yeah, loads of you already in. Radical Rachel's on the socials today, and Lois joins us from Ohio. Florence says, hello everyone, I'm watching from France. Hello. Polly Coe's in Blountstown, Florida, and Hadassah joins us from Kentucky. Michelle's in. Monica joins us in Cluj-Napoca. Hi to Teresa in Illinois, and Rowena Quanborough says, good morning everyone, I'm normally just a lurker. Well, it's nice that you're not lurking today, Rowena. Thank you for the hello and welcome. Pat joins us from New Jersey. Christine Mahoney's in, and Margaret Birch says, hi Debbie and Ben, I love this set. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what Debbie is doing. Hadassah's looking forward to the rematch. That's later. And hi to Alexandra, who says, hello crafty folk, this is the one I've been waiting for. And Hadassah says, I've tuned in to get a more in-depth look at this beautiful holly and ivy collection. Let's show you the papers first of all. So remember, if you go for the Showstopper, it is everything I'm about to show you, but you double up on the 12x12, the 6x6 and the vellum. I mean, the papers are just quite simply stunning. I love this because you've got, oh, it has actually got a bit of mistletoe, so Craig was sort of right, but it's definitely holly and ivy. It's a mistletoe. No, Craig, it's holly and ivy, for goodness sake. But it's such a beautiful, if you love like your Christmas foliage, your wintertime foliage, and you love a sort of vintage Christmas, I think that's the way to describe this, isn't it, really?
Oh,
just
absolutely.
Christmas of years gone by.
It has got a vintage feel about it, but not too vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's classic, isn't it?
It really is. You know me, I'm a bit of a sucker for sort of script, and I love the fact that we've got like the musical staves in the background, and the reappearance of our little friend the Robin here, and there's also cardinals later on that you'll see too. But you, one of the cards, what's that?
I'm laughing because I've got to tell you this very quick story. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, get ready.
But we've got some new stamps coming out soon.
Yes.
And there's a cute robin. And I stamped one out for my granddaughters to do yesterday, and they kept calling it a pigeon. It just sounded really funny looking at a robin calling it a pigeon.
So you've got the lesser spotted red-breasted pigeon, the Christmas pigeon in this collection. That's the one you had on a card a minute ago, though, wasn't it? That was just like fussy cut out.
Just fussy cut out.
There's plenty of fussy cutability here, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful.
Loads of beautiful, beautiful designs. And as I say, for our US friends as well, I mean, look at the beautiful holly and the ivy there as well. I love the fact that you've got those sort of darker, warmer colours in here too. I'll show you the flip side on this in just a second as well. We have had mistletoe, definitely. Lots of beautiful hollies and ivies in here too. Where's the cardinal? There definitely is a cardinal in here somewhere. There he is. There he is.
That's so lovely.
Not quite sure what sort of pigeon that is. That's not an angry bird, is it? Are they cardinals? The angry birds? Ah. Well, there you go. Producer Nicola saying the main angry bird looks like that.
Maybe that is him.
Yeah. The B-sides. We've got everything here. We've got pigeons, we've got robins, we've got angry birds. Oh, that's beautiful. That frame there, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. And we won't call these B-sides because I know, again, something which Craig was talking about last week, he sort of says he just doesn't call them B-sides anymore because all of our pads now, I think, are double A-sided. That's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning with your musical notation on. And you get that... yeah, I could play that for you. Although it's sort of it's a bit gobbledygook, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm assuming it must read Holly and the Ivy. It must be the song, is it not?
It goes. It's not the Holly and the Ivy. Oh no, sorry. Actually, it is. Hang on. I think I read that wrong. Oh yeah. It is. Sorry, it was upside down. You also get that repeated in your...
No, Ben, it's not repeated.
Is it not repeated?
No. Now, I have to tell you this. Yeah, you've got to look at this because we've started doing this with some of the pads and I love it.
Here we go. Good job, someone's on the ball. Oh yes, actually.
So these are for those sentiments that you can now dress the inside of your cards, stamp your verses into them. They're amazing.
So you'd be sticking these in the centres, using these as like little inserts for your projects.
They can be used as toppers, they can be used as inserts. They're amazing. I love them. And they're different to the big pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This also a little bit like the stamp that you were showing us that comes with the die.
Yes,
isn't it, to create that,
like
sort of frame. So there's loads of kind of themes that run through the pads and also your hardware as well. Look at that.
I know, it's so lovely. I loved it. As soon as I looked at it, I was like, oh my goodness, that's not the same. So lovely.
We do kind of try and make it easy for you then, don't we, with like all of the papers, so that you don't have to do like too much. You can simply just take a stamp, pop it on, and you've got like a beautiful insert as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all of that is included. That again is 36 double-sided sheets, and then you're also going to get your vellums included in there as well. As I say, if you're going for the Showstopper, you get all of that through twice, but you're only actually paying an extra £12 or $16.50. So I think there is no bonus buy bundle this time. It's kind of like we've just put the bonus buy bundle into the actual collection. If you don't want the extras, there is the collection on its own that you can go for. And also, we have put together like a smaller selection for you as well, an HSN collection. Although it's not been on HSN yet, so just you want to grab it all today, don't you, really? Here's all of your amazing hardware that you're going to get within this set. This one first is your sketchy holly. Sketchy holly? Doesn't look too sketchy to me. It looks sound and, you know, very, very nice holly. But I get what you mean, sort of a hand-drawn feel to it, that one, hasn't it? Sketched, exactly. Sorry, I'm being annoying.
Yeah. Really, Ben, you?
You're then also going to get your scroll. Again, how brilliant is that? And
so
you've got your holly and the ivy there. You can stamp into it. But again, I guess you can take whatever stamps you want to put on there, can't you?
Anything you can put in that. And that's all year round, isn't it?
These sentiments here, the Christmas sentiment stamps, where, well, you basically got the verse, the lyrics from the Holly and the Ivy, just here for you. And then you've got kind of wishing you a festive Christmas season and a peaceful new year. So you've sort of got sentiments for outside and then your verses for the inside, which, as you were saying, then you'll use in conjunction with your 6x6 pad, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That 6x6 pad is a must-have because not all, also that's all your toppers for your cards as well.
Next up is your Holly and Ivy sentiment. This is really, really cute because you've got more stamps and then the actual dies themselves. These, to me, I don't know why, I'm kind of thinking like tags or like toppers for crackers as well, potentially.
Yeah, they look amazing, don't they? I love this set. This is probably going to be my most used set over all my Christmas makes.
Okay. You've got more dies in here, beautiful edgeables with the Jolly Holly. Might be a bit of paper piecing there, a bit of colouring. Love this too, your creator card die, which is the Christmas Jolly Holly. I mean, how stunning is that again? And, you know, it's so simple to work with. Shaker cards, that's the one you did the shaker with, wasn't it?
Yes.
We saw at the start.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If you love your musical manuscript, you've got a 6x6 embossing folder, 2D embossing folder, that one. No. definitely cannot play that one. I mean, I can't read it, but you're not a true musician.
It looks a little bit like Braille.
It does look a little bit like that, actually. It does look a little bit. But it's still a really lovely background to use for all of your projects. You've then got your evergreen holly, which is that 3D embossing folder. And again, so much detail on that one. You're also going to be receiving the holly and ivy stamp and die. Now, this is the one you're doing a demo with later on, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Which you created like a little frame.
Create a frame with that, yes.
More stamps in here as well. This one is your Christmas message. At Christmas, may your life be filled with love, joy, and peace. Then... That reminds me of a Christmas movie, and I don't know which one it is. I want to say it's the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, I get that, yes.
Like the font they have on like the movie poster and stuff. But anyway, it's a very useful Merry Christmas die that you're going to be getting. Two colours of your satin ribbon also included, and you've got your baker's twine in there as well, which I think is super cool. So all of that makes up your showstopper. Right, if you want to go for individuals, you can. There's the Holly and Ivy collection on its own without all of the extras, and as I say, there is an HSM bundle for you too if you're waiting to buy it there. But as I say, today you get your showstopper with the extra papers and card for a minuscule price, and of course you get your Club Inspired discount today with us as well. We've got loads of demos to bring to you. Fire in any questions, fire in any comments as well. Beautiful samples, says Hadassah. Isabel's in from East Kilbride saying the collection's amazing, very Christmassy, and I have the showstopper in my basket already. We are approaching 10% of the stock and we've not even seen anything yet, so shall we do a little demo, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely. And apologies because I didn't know there was ribbon and twine. I never got that with mine. No, they didn't send me that.
Well, I didn't know that the 6x6 paper pad was different, so we're even now, aren't we, eh? We're all even.
It's like, oh, I only get what they give me, and I didn't have that, so never mind. It's nice to know it's there. I'm going to use the Jolly Holly Edge, so we've got that beautiful edgeable and obviously that Merry Christmas die. I thought we'd start with these two because I absolutely love them. So we're going to take each one of those, just pop that behind, and that one as well. And then we're going to cut these. Now, I've got some beautiful glittered cardstock. So if you've seen our luxury cardstock in the gold, we've got this gorgeous, obviously wasn't that one. Let me bring in this piece here, that one there. We're going to cut that one out.
Okay.
Now, with my actual card, I wanted to cut this twice. And I thought the best way to do it was to create a piece of card here. So my card is 7 inches, and I've 7 inch by 5.5 inches. But what I've done, if I give you the full amount, that would be easier. It's 11 3/4, which is your A4 piece of card. And then I've scored at 4 3/4 and then just trimmed it to 5.5. And that makes it the perfect size to pop my edgeable down. Now, when you're using the edgeable, make sure you know where your cutting edge is, because if you put it that way, and can you see they're pretty similar on both sides, it's going to cut it out. So you want to make sure that your cutting edge, which you can see goes from the end piece here all the way around to this piece, that's going to go on this side of the card, so it keeps it inside my card. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the glass mat and some low-tack tape. And we're going to take this down and we're just going to use our glass mat to size it so we know it's going from each side. So I'm just going to get that in line with my line here, and then we're going to place that right to that one and then just move that round. So I've got it coming from one line to the next line, so I know that's going to be straight. So let's pop that on there. Then I'm just going to bring in fact, I'm just going to use my Gemini Junior ones. We can just place that on the top there and run that through. So using my bigger machine, if you've got the Junior, if you've got a Junior machine, that will cut, I think, pretty much all of these dies out, but obviously depending on what type of card you're doing, whether that will cut fully. So, yep, that's cut beautifully. And then we're going to just take this one and run that one through. Okay.
I've just been told.
Oh, what have you been told?
If you comment during this show, at the end, we're going to be giving away to 2 people a Debbie make, a Debo.
A
A Debo is going to be coming to you. So all you need to do in the show is chat to us. I believe one of the things that we're chatting about currently are your favourite Christmas movies.
Yes.
Join that chat. I mean, just say hello if you want to. But a lot of people are chatting about Christmas movies, including Margaret, who's already said, I might put the Muppet Christmas Carol on later. Lol. It's great. Also, this just in. Beep, 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 beep. We are over 15% of the Showstopper gone, Debbie.
I like that. Yes, I knew you would love it. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we've cut this one out. So let's just take those last bits out. Now that will cut beautifully. It will just means you might have to just poke a few bits out because it's encapsulated glitter cardstock. But look how beautiful that looks. Lovely, lovely design.
Debbie.
Oh, what?
Kathy is in Mechanicsburg. Whoop, whoop, and she says, how big is that die?
Oh, this die is, does it say? Yes, it does. It's 3.5 by 2.8.
Thank you.
Which is 8.9 centimetres or 7 centimetres. It's a nice size, isn't it? It's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
Right, so we've got this part here. Now what I want to do is I'm going to use some acetate, so we want to sort of bridge the gap. But what I've done here, Ben, is I've already got another one. So I've just used another piece of card, cut that onto the side, pop that onto some acetate, and then we're just going to place that on the inside. So now we've got our card front that's front and side.
That's so good.
So the pieces, then I thought we'd use some strips of cards. So instead of using the double A side, I've used the A side on the front just so we've got a bit of interest. And then the piece that I've done for the inside, I'm going to turn it over because that way we've got this beautiful pattern going on. But then when we place this underneath, it really allows these holly and ivies to pop out, which looks beautiful. So let's stick this all together.
Okay.
And then we're going to cut another one out just to get some of the berries. You can see I've already done some on here. I didn't want to faff too much on air, just wanted you to see the how you can get them in. But they're really easy to do, and I'll show you that in a second. So first of all, let's just do this one. I know we've talked about it before, but is Jingle All the Way your favourite film?
Well, here's the thing. Jingle All the Way, not necessarily my favourite, but it's the one that I always watch first at Christmas. It's the one that kicks off my Christmas.
Right.
If it wasn't Arnie, I don't think I would enjoy it as much. It's just the fact he's so, I don't know what the word is to describe him in the movie.
Unexpected. It's an unexpected role for him.
Yeah, and I think he does it really well, because up to that point he'd done like all action movies, hadn't he? So in this one it is still action, but it's like comedy action, and there's so many great one-liners in it, and so I absolutely love that. Love that film.
See, my film I always watch, and I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but it's the start of my Christmas.
Yeah.
It's always Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation.
See, I hadn't seen that until last year.
And
I'd never watched it.
Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was all right.
Oh, see, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely, I love it. I absolutely love it.
The one movie that, again, I think we watched for the first time about 2 or 3 years ago, and now we watch it every year, is, what's it called? Is it Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito?
Oh, yeah.
And they're having the competition to see...
And I only watched that for the first time last year.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's Deck the Hall. Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, I thought it was very good, yeah. I mean, my favourite film is Elf. I just love Elf. I love it so much.
Christmas Chronicles, the first one. I absolutely loved that. Have you seen that?
Yep. Yeah, great film. I love Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Christmas. Is that the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Arthur Christmas.
Obviously,
so
all the
good
Home
films,
Alones.
aren't there? Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you said about watching them. I watched one the other week, so it was actually on the telly. Yeah, well,
yes,
apparently Craig watched it
did.
as well, yes.
Was it on Film 4 or E4?
I've lost my diary.
I think.
It's over here. Yeah, it was on E4. I didn't pop my bits out there. Just take
The Grinch is a good Christmas movie, says Christine Mahoney.
What's that called?
The Grinch.
Oh, The Grinch. Yeah, I love The Grinch.
With Jim Carrey, I wasn't massively fond because they did a cartoon version, didn't they, a few years ago with Benedict Cumberbatch voicing the Grinch.
So I haven't watched that, but Al loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he thought it was absolutely brilliant.
No.
And my granddaughters really enjoyed it, but I do love The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Hallmark's already started their Christmas in July movie, says Rosalind.
I think Christmas 24 is already on, isn't it? The actual channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they have a channel called Christmas 24.
Oh, I don't know. Isabel says the Muppet Christmas Carol is my husband's favourite, but I like Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah, it's really lovely,
It's a good
isn't
movie.
it? Lovely movie. Right, now, I've got my little intricate bottle, so all I'm going to do here is just put in some glue just into the holes here. And I'm not going to do many, we just want a few. Doesn't need to be fully done. Oh, we seem to have a blockage. No one likes a blockage. Let's just do a bit more, there we go. And let's just do a couple at the top here.
Love this collection, says Jerry. The vintage feel is right up my street. And Pat says, I have so many favourite Christmas movies, but Jingle All the Way, yay, come on. I was just looking for the Tubbleman doll. Jamie! You also love Elf, Home Alones, and all the Hallmark movies I watch every year. Silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. When you say a Hallmark movie,
I mean some tweezers.
is a Hallmark movie like an old, like a vintage movie? What does everyone mean by you love a Hallmark movie?
Hallmark is the channel, isn't it?
Yeah, but what?
Or is that the?
So is it like TV movies, TV Christmas movies? Oh, I see what you mean. So the kind of ones they show on Channel 5 over here, those kind of things. I see. I get you now. I get you. Adassa says the Edgeable is a must-have. If you do want to go for individuals, like I said, everything is available individually. So if your budget's sort of a bit more at the lower end, do feel free to pick and choose and make your own smaller bundles with these. But the joy of that Showstopper is that you get everything plus a second 12x12, a second 8x8 vellum, and a second 6x6 pad. And if you're platinum, you're only paying £12 or $16.80 for all of those extras, which is, I think, incredible.
That's so good.
Value for money. Bit of paper piecing now, are you?
Yeah, so literally I'm leaving them in the die so I can see which go where. And then just using, and that's why I think don't fuss too much about putting too many in. Just having enough to pop them where you want them are going to look nice. So just pop them in, and then we've got 3 more at the bottom there, which are the ones here. So we're just going to place those in.
We're very, very, very busy, and if you are not wanting to miss a moment, we will give you time to check out shortly. Amelie's favourite Christmas movies, Charlie Brown. Oh, Charlie Brown Christmas. I feel like Charlie Brown's Christmas is not really on over here.
Yeah, I don't feel like I might have seen it years ago. My cousin's daughter's called Charlie Brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She hasn't got a dog called Snoopy, is she?
No, they have got dogs, but I don't. It would be funny actually. I don't actually know what their dogs are called.
I bet you one's called Snoopy.
Right, so we've got that, and all I want to do to finish off, now because I didn't know that we had ribbon, I've just done my own little red piece of ribbon, but obviously you get ribbon in the collection. To get red ribbon?
Red and green, yeah.
Red and green.
Satin ribbon, yeah. And baker's twine.
Oh, and baker's twine. Yeah, I didn't get any of that, so let me just use that. Now, what I've done with this one, I've done my, what's it called? White cardstock.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've matte and layered this onto, or matte and layered the shimmer, the glitter one, and then we're going to put it on red as well. So don't feel like you can't, just because you've matte and layered once, don't feel like you can't do it again. And we're just going to get that shadow of red come through. So then when you pop it on there, you get that amazing 3D effect. So all we're going to do with that one is literally just burnish that down. That will make sure the sticky dots fit on there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pop some more on there. And then in that, there's an embellishment one with those sentiments. You get all your foliage. So I've just cut out some leaves, and we will show that a bit more in depth later. But just making sure we've got all our dots on there. So we're going to pop that across the middle, like so. And then I've got some little leaves here, like so. And then we're just going to, in fact, I'm going to use my 3D glue gel. Oh, no, I'm not, because there isn't any.
Oh.
There always is.
Oh.
There's never any here when
Well, there was some the other day, and it was all gunked, and Leanne cut the bottom of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know where that's gone.
They just haven't
Probably in the bin, yeah.
Haven't replaced it. So all I was going to do was literally put a couple of leaves. Actually, would have been better, I think. I'm going to take that off because I think we'll put them on foam pads.
I tell you what as well, like this is a gorgeous project and that edible is amazing, but if there was ever a sentiment which was a showstopper,
yes,
it's that one, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It looks, it's incredible. And I know you said this as well, but I really feel like it's a Merry Christmas that will go across all of your collections, won't it, pretty much?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's anything, actually, I'm going to put these down here because I think they'll show up a little bit better there. Yeah, I love collections that will allow you to use other collections. And because there's so much, we buy new Christmas stuff every year, but we also want to use what we've already got.
Yeah.
So we're just going to pop that on there, and then if I bring that one round so you can see that, there we go. And then you've got our beautiful, that sentiment's gorgeous, then you've got the inside of your card, and obviously you can stamp a sentiment in there as well, but a lovely way to use that edgeable, use it on 2 different parts of your card.
Well, that's not a bad way to start, is it, eh? What a project that is. And these are the kind of things that you're going to be doing when you get your showstopper. Oh, 20% of the showstopper's gone. We are 30 minutes into the show, and you can imagine with a collection like this, we had a big stock, so that is a lot of people shopping. And it makes the most sense, again, if you were going to go for the full collection, do yourself a favour and get the showstopper. Don't buy, I'm helping you out here, don't buy the collection on its own and then put individual paper pads into your basket. You know, one of each, because you end up paying more. Just get the showstopper, and then after that, if you do want that and then add in more, you can. But if you know for yourself that you want everything, but you want to double up on the 12x12, 6x6 and the vellum, the showstopper is your only option really, because you pay £12 or $16.80 for the doubling up of them. So you really, really need to do that. As I said, few people actually, I say few, I've seen one message definitely, Jennifer saying about the HSN collection. So I can quickly show you that. In the HSN smaller bundle, you'll get the 6x6 pad. You will also get your Merry Christmas, that one there, the Christmas greeting. You will also get your Christmas sentiments. And then last but by no means least, you will get the Jolly Holly. So it's those that make up that bundle for $31.20 or $40.80, all right? So those won't be on HSN. I think we're gonna have a break. It's very busy. 20% of the stock of the showstopper has gone. Expect more to disappear, because this is the point where you can get checked out. You're not going to miss a thing, and you can come back and join us in a second. And don't forget to keep commenting, because at the end of the show, we will be giving away 2 of Debbie's makes. So we will meet you back here in about 4 minutes' time.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. The demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be. The show, do the show, then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat, then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Current. It is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa watching TV.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be traveling from London. Well, otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt. Never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and syrup. Craft along because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out. Thank you for all your lovely messages as well. Emily says, yeah, Charlie Brown, Home Alone, Scrooge, my seasonal go-to movie. Which Scrooge movie, though? Because there's been quite a few, haven't there, over the years? You've got, no, that's Scrooge, though, isn't it? Not Scrooge. Although, Scrooge movies, aren't they just called A Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
So you've got the one with Albert Finney, haven't you? Jim Carrey. Let us know. Carrie says, love Christmas Vacation, Elf, Jingle All the Way, but my all-time favourite is The Christmas Story. And Emily says, the card is a showstopper. Well done, Debbie. Quick one and quick retraction / apology. I don't know where these have come from. It does say on the back that you get them within the collection, but we can't see is that you do get these within the collection, so apologies for that. No twine, no ribbon, so apologies. As I say, we were under the impression that that was in the collection, but not.
That's why I didn't get any then.
That is why you didn't get any. But where have these come from? It says on the back they were in there, but they're not, so apologies.
They're lost over the Atlantic, maybe.
They're what?
Perhaps they're lost over the Atlantic.
Yes, maybe that is what it is. Emily says, that card is a showstopper. Well done, Debbie. Well, I tell you what, shall we have another Debo before the top of the hour? Remember, keep commenting. The more you comment, the more chances you've got of winning a Debo at the end of the show. 2 people will win. Are you going to sign it as well, Debbie?
Yeah, we'll both sign it.
Oh, well, I get 2 as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A Deben demo.
A what?
A Deben demo.
Debeno.
A Debeno. There you go.
There'll be some Debenos later on tonight as well. Don't forget to be back at 5 for Craft Wars. It's going to be fun.
I'm going to watch him though. I'm going to watch him like he's not to cheat and make my card on the second demo.
I can't get away with that again. Do you know what? I was chatting to Nicola earlier on and I was like, oh, I think I might do that again tonight. So we can't do that again now. That's been done. You can't do that. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to have to genuinely try and make 2 projects.
What you've got to do next time is the one that wins. So if you win, you've got to replicate the winning one.
Well, so make the same card twice? Or just...
Well, only if you win.
If I win the first one, yeah. And then I can just sit here for 15 minutes whilst like, the camera's on you and we're just like, oh yeah, I made it again. Anyway, that's all to come. Let's get cracking. Jessica says, good morning everyone, just bought the Showstopper. Well done to you, and 20% of the stock has now gone. Right, where are we going next?
Yes, so we're going to go literally to the Holly and Ivy, which is this beautiful die and stamp set. I just think this is beautiful. So whether you're using it once down the side of the card or you're using it as a frame, which I'm going to show you how to do. So first of all, literally just going to take my die. I've done my card. This piece of card is 6.5 by 6.5 inches. And then we're going to use my stamp as a guideline as well. So take your stamp off, and then we're going to just make sure when we place this, you've got it positioned where you want it to go. It's more or less sort of in that one. So all you're going to do is place that over the top like so. Yes, so we're going to just slightly angle that there and then tape that down. So I'm just going to use my low tack tape. We're going to put a couple of pieces, because it's a little thin die, you want to make sure it's not shifting in your machine. So you want to put a piece up the top and a piece at the bottom.
I'm probably preempting what you're going to do here, but you could you cut that in such a way that you could like make the whole card out of that or not? Out of that frame? Or it wouldn't join up. You could do two, couldn't you? Is that what you're going to do now?
No, I'm going to just literally cut one and then cut the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that what you were thinking? Or you mean cut one side out and then place the two frames together?
Well, so you're going there, aren't you? Then making another cut there.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering whether you could cut like a whole shape from it, but you couldn't, could you? Because it's not the right shape.
That's what I'm doing.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making a card shape out of it?
No,
So you're not doing what I was saying then?
I don't know.
Let's watch and see, and I'll tell you if
so
you do what I thought you were doing.
Yeah. The opposite side, like this.
Right.
Is that what you were thinking?
No.
So what you need to make sure is this bit is going to be stamped here.
Yeah.
So what you could do then is stamp that.
Yeah.
But then you'll make sure that when you come to do this side, you'll know that it's not going to touch.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've already got one that I've done to size, but I'm just showing you how to do this. So
but what I meant though, so I'm going to have to show you. You can't do it, but you could potentially do it. Like, so you, like join that up to there and that up to there to make a card shape out of the whole thing.
Oh yeah, that is what I'm doing.
Oh, you are doing that?
Yes.
Ah, right.
Can you let me finish my demo?
Oh, sorry, I was just asking. You see, you try and take an interest.
Craft Wars has gone to his head.
You
Please
try
do
and
not
take
let
an
him
interest,
later.
and all you get is abuse.
So let me bring this one in then, Ben.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing here, so I'll
what
shush.
I've done, yes, so cut that one out. Then what you're going to have is a shape like this.
Oh.
So it cuts out the shape.
Okay.
And then we're going to stamp into that. So let me bring in my stamping platform and bring in some ink. So we're going to be using alcohol markers.
Okay.
So let's just pop this on here, like so. In fact, we need it the other way round, that way. And just pop that there. And then this is going to stamp inside here.
Gotcha.
So, like so. So what I want to show you is how you can do what you say you're going to do and a little bit of what I was going to do.
Okay.
So,
A Debeno.
sorry?
A Debeno card.
Debeno. So let's take that one and give that a stamp. So literally, I'm using our alcohol proofing because we're going to be using our tri-blend markers.
Yep.
And actually, Ben, I'm using our white linen cardstock. I don't know if there's any left on the website, but it's my new favourite cardstock. I absolutely love it. And it's really good, apart from, can you see, like, although that's stamped beautifully, I am going to give it another stamp because I'm asking it to go over textured cardstock, because linen cardstock is textured.
Yeah.
So I would just go in and give that another stamp.
Okay.
Like so. So that's going to build up your stamp then. And then you're just going to turn that round and stamp on the other side. So that will then give you this piece here. Okay, so you've got two pieces.
There is white linen cardstock still available.
There is, yeah, it's amazing. Love it, yeah. White linen A4 cardstock. So let's pop that to the side and bring this one in. So let's do a bit of colouring. I'm going to bring in some black cardstock so you can actually see it a little bit better. So let's just place that on top there. There you go, you can see the shape. So there's two ways of doing a frame. I wanted to leave these pieces flat here, so where they go. But if you wanted to, and I do have a finished one, so we could we could do it on one of these.
Okay.
You could fussy cut round here.
Yeah.
Which is probably what you was about. That's what you was thinking, wasn't it?
That's what I was thinking, yes.
Yes. So you could literally just do a little bit of a design there, and come round and actually fussy cut the frame like so. So it actually creates more of a sort of frame design around the edges, like so. You could do that. Let's do it on both sides, and then we could be able to see what that's like.
Could you go in with like a, I suppose there'd be no point. I was saying, could you go with a bit of that stamp to cover the gap there, or?
Yep, so you could either, what I would recommend is doing one first, and then do the other one a bit nearer. Yeah. So yes, you could absolutely do that. So stamp one, move it a bit closer, but then what you could do is there's plenty of, so with this one, you've got your holly and ivy sentiments, there's leaves in here.
Oh,
so you could put additional ones on there, you could put sentiments, anything like that. I wanted to keep mine with straight edges. And all I did with those, Ben, is let me just bring in 2 pens. I've just got my tri-blend, our dark red blend, and the dull green blend as well. So we're just going to use those, and I'll just show you how very quickly I coloured these in. So literally using the lightest colour, and this linen cardstock colours beautifully as well. It really takes your mark as well. And all I did just for really quick colouring is just went round all the leaves in the single colour. Yep. So it makes it really quick and easy. So I'll literally do one branch.
Sonal's just got the Showstopper.
Oh, amazing.
Well done.
I think you definitely, you know what, we all know we love our papers. Getting a Showstopper is just going to be amazing.
The value's incredible, isn't it? Like you say, 12 by 12, 6 by 6 in vellum for an extra £12 or $16.80 if you're platinum.
Yeah, it's so good. And then with the darkest colour, literally, I'm not even blending properly. I'm just going up the middle, just a little bit of the darker colour. And then we're going to do the same with our red ones. So let's pop that on. And then we're just going to put a little bit of darkness, just so we've got some shading. So you can see you're really getting that level of shading, but really quick colouring. So once you've done that, we're then going to get to this point here. Oh, so cool. Once it's all coloured in, and then what I did, I just used some nesting dies. So if we had this one, what I did was use my largest nesting die. These were just my fancy edge ones, so you can use any ones to place in the middle. You want to cut out your largest one first. Once you've cut that out, then you're going to take your card. So what I've got, let me bring in my card. And I've already done this one. Thought I had one to do, but never mind. So I put in my papers here on the top. And if, let's say this was on the other way round, you're going to place this where you want it on your card front. Yeah. Then take your smallest nesting die and put it inside, and then die cut it out. And that way you get that central to where you want it. So I've already done this one. Just place that on the inside, cut that one around, and then we've got our one that's going to fit beautifully here. So I've done it. So there we go. So I wanted those straight edges at the side. So it sort of ties in with my sort of square card. So that's going to go on there. And then I thought, well, for the inside we need to decorate that, so I've actually created a little shaker panel. So, and that's really easy, just 2 pieces of acetate. I've put my foam in between and my little shaker elements, and then I've put double-sided tape on both sides. But I'm going to use that because I want it on the inside of the card. So we're going to first of all place it on here, like so, and then we're going to just take our pokey tool, just to take the backing off of one there.
Pat's just said, I love this idea, Debbie. I can't afford too much, but this frame is going in my basket.
Yeah, it's a great one. It's very versatile, and I think that's what we look for, isn't it, when we're crafting versatile dies. So we're just going to place that one over the top, sort of central to that, like so. And then what I've done is cut out another frame with my nesting dies, just in a white, to go on the top, because that way when you open it, it just is pleasing to the eye then, rather than it looking like this. So all I'm going to do with that one, again, that's why I've put that extra tape down. Oh, doesn't want to come off of that. That's because that one was on top of it. So that sorts that one. But then also, when you're making a card like this, Ben, what you don't want is your card to then fall apart, fall down, because what can happen is it makes it sort of top heavy.
Yeah, too weighty.
So you need to sort of weight that down as well. So what we're going to do, we've got our piece from the inside, just here. So that's going to then come through there. Tape pen. Let's pop that down. And again, you can see the insides. My tape pen really doesn't want to work today. Oh.
Wow.
It doesn't want to work. Let's grab another one. Oh, that one's empty.
Who puts an empty tape pen back?
That one's empty.
Or doesn't refill it?
Yeah, but there's no refillable. That one's empty.
You got no tape pens?
They're all empty. I've got.
Here he comes to save the day. Liam is on the way.
There's no oh, thank you, Liam. There's no refillables for the pink ones. Thank you.
Thanks, Liam.
It's quite handy, Liam, being out there because he can hear us, can't he? Shall we see how many times we can get him to get us something?
Just shout something. Oh, he's just giving me a really evil look. He looked over the rim. He looked over the rim of his glasses at me in a very stern manner.
That was funny.
Let's not play that game, Debbie. Let's not do that game.
No. We don't want to upset Liam. Right, so I've already put my foam on the back here, so let's just take all the backings off. And again, just to add in height and dimension, let's pop all those in the bin. And then that's going to go just on the front.
Very good.
So it's just adding different textures, different looks. It's just a really beautiful card. So popping that over the top. And then let's do the inside. So I want to bring in this one. I had it right next to me. There it is. This one here. I adore this one. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So you're getting the stamps that go with it. So your happy holidays, your season's greetings, and your Christmas wishes. And then you're getting your elements to cut out as well, which I love. So you're getting these two parts here. So you're going to cut one out of your white. Where's my... I thought I had my cardstock. I haven't got it. Let me just grab a piece. And let's just show you how gorgeous this one is. So I would stamp this first. So let's place that on there. Bring in that stamping platform back in. Oh, we've got loads of card there. We didn't need all that card. And let's pop these bits to the side.
Annalie's saving the show. She says Debbie is on a roll. And I love the demos. And Jessica says, my daughter says I couldn't get the Christmas papers box. I asked, what about the holly and ivy? She said, okay, my stash will become hers someday, so I try to behave with my orders.
Yeah, pass it down. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, my daughters will have a field day with all my stash.
You've got a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just one or two collections.
Just a few bits.
Did you say your craft room is outside?
It's no, it's indoors, but it's off the side of the house.
Right. So basically what she said is she's had an extension built to fit in all of her craft stuff.
When we were looking for a house to buy, it already had it in, and as soon as we see it, we knew that would be an ideal craft room and office. So ours office and my craft room.
Yeah.
So once you've done that, you can see it stamps beautifully, and then you get your die that goes round, which is amazing. So literally that one. Thank you, Liam.
Thanks, Liam.
So I've already cut those out, so you can see here. So we're just going to pop those on top of each other. So that's all you're going to do, stamp them out, cut them out. They look beautiful. So this one is then going to go on the inside, so you can sort of see that through the card. So let's place that one on. I've got a bow just to pop on the front because I want to leave that quite plain on the front because I want to just add all these extra elements. And then we're going to use our tape pen that Liam so kindly got us and place that on there. That's then going to go on the inside of the card, but what I am going to use actually is some wet glue so we can reposition it if we need to.
Hadassah's just saying she loves your take on this shaker. She said, wouldn't have thought to use the frame in that way.
Ah, well, that's good. So just place that so it goes right in the centre.
I love the happy holidays sentiment as well. As I say, there's a bit more of an American phrase, I feel like.
It is, but I think we use it more and more here. I think we've started to say happy holidays. Like I say, like the kids say that to their teachers.
Oh, do they?
I think, yeah, I think that's become a little bit of a thing here as well.
I think you hear it quite a lot because you go on a lot of holidays.
Happy holiday!
She's booked another holiday already.
I just
for next
booked
year.
another holiday. It's very true. Yes, that's very true. It was my daughter's fault because she was actually saying, "Can we do another holiday like we did at Cornwall?"
Oh yeah.
Because we all went to Cornwall a couple of years ago and did a big family holiday, and she said, "But could we do it abroad? Could we like maybe get a villa abroad?" So we looked about yesterday, came across a 4-bedroom villa. Which was a brilliant price in Lanzarote, and we thought that'll do. Somewhere hot, somewhere we can all go and chill out together.
Was that booked direct with the owners?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so you normally can get really good deals that way, can't you?
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
In fact, it was half the price of some of the others out there, so it was really good. So we thought, you know what, let's just book it. Because we have to book it in, and it's in the school holidays as well.
Oh, right, so even better.
Yeah. So yes, so I've already booked. So I need to make sure that I get my dates in quick for my holidays next year. Then what I've done, Ben, so I've put that onto some cardstock and put that on the back, because what that's going to do then is weight it down a little bit at the back. So if you're putting your card and papers on the back piece, this won't then topple forward. And then all I've done is another piece of cards, so it's our 300 GSM, and I've stamped, "May your heart be filled with love, joy and peace this holiday season." So then that way we've got something for the back that you can then sign and write onto as well. So I'm just going to put my pin back in my pot, otherwise it will get clogged up. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick this onto the back and then add our bow, and we are finished.
Very busy still for the Showstopper.
Just making
Most
sure
people going down the Showstopper route at the minute. I am not surprised.
Yeah, me neither. It really is a beautiful collection to have. And then all we're going to do, we're going to literally pop a little bow on the side here, just to finish that front bit off. And there we go. We turn that round. We've then got our happy holidays, which is beautiful inside and the back of our card. Ah, they were talking about clapping on the radio today and what you should clap for, because they said people have started clapping at the cinema at the end of a film. If something's really epic, people are clapping at a film, and they were discussing it on the radio, saying, why would you clap a film?
Yeah.
But that's happening a lot. The only film I've ever been in where they clapped, and that was Twilight, the end of Twilight. Oh. And I have to say, I clapped as well, because I thought it was absolutely amazing.
Oh, I've never seen those movies. So.
Oh, especially the last two. Even if you don't want to watch the first lot, although it's good to tell the story, but the last two, the last one is like the best film I've ever watched, ever. Really? Yeah.
Is that the werewolves and vampires?
Yes. Oh, it's so good, and there's a twist in it. It's so good. Literally, my chin was on the floor. I was like, oh.
Oh, Sam's just said the plot twist in my ear. Oh, he just knows what the plot twist is. Oh, apparently it's really,
so good.
really
I
good.
love
Is
it,
it better than the plot twist at the end of The Sixth Sense?
Oh, that was good. Yes, that was a good. I didn't guess that either.
No.
So, no, better. I would say better.
Really?
So good. But you've got to buy into it. I love them. I love them.
How many movies are there? Oh, I can't be bothered.
Nicola's watched them. I normally have a Twilight Fest where I think, right, I'm just going to have a Twilight day and I'll watch them all.
How long are the movies?
About an hour and a half, hour and 50 minutes.
Oh,
Not
so
long
they're not
films.
like epic
I don't think so.
3-hour movies
no,
or anything like that?
No, not at all. It's a lovely love story as well. Yeah, it's very good. I love it. Oh, I now need to go and watch it.
Twilight movies, recommended, highly recommended, just like the Holly and Ivy collection, also highly recommended. Very, very busy. 30% of the Showstopper now gone. So you know what you need to do. If it's in your cart, in your basket, then you need to be checking it out. £116 is your platinum price, or $152.80 if you are platinum and shopping in the US. And of course, that is your free shipping too. If you've just joined us, welcome. It's just gone 1 o'clock here in the UK. I feel like that first hour disappeared in about 10 minutes. It flew over really, really quickly. If you have just joined us, a very warm welcome. Exciting day today because it is our launch day show of our brand new Holly and Ivy collection. Another hour of amazing demos coming your way. And then, of course, tonight, live at 5, it is Craft Wars Take 2. Debbie versus Ben in the rematch, the grudge match, craft to the death. I mean, no, it would be that, but you know, it's a big thing. Again, if you enjoyed the previous Craft Wars, it's exactly the same. I believe, is it two rounds again, isn't it? 2 rounds of 15 minutes. 2 rounds, 15 minutes for a good clean fight. No shots below the belt. So it's going to be good. Going to be good.
What have you been eating today?
That's later. Now, though, the Holly and Ivy launch, 30% of the Showstopper's gone. Just before we get back into it, I'll show you everything you're going to get over on the website. And actually, it ties in quite nicely. We have our 50% off selected storage items in our sort and store event, where you get up to 50% off selected items. Runs until the end of the month. So that is definitely worth having a little bit of a look at. And also, if you've enjoyed our 10 for 10 with the dies, that is still running as well, but obviously lots of those dies already gone. Lots of love for the projects in the first half. Lovely cards. Thank you, Debbie, says Lois. And Anne says those papers look as if they work very nicely with the 3D dies from last week as well. Yeah, I mean, try it out. That's the great thing. Again, you'll find, when we do these sort of events, lots of overlap within collections that you can use various items multiple times across other collections too. The Showstopper itself is everything I'm about to show you, but you get 2 lots of the consumables, all right? And that's why most people have gone for the Showstopper, because you pay an extra £12 platinum or $16.80 platinum to get 2 lots of the 12x12, 2 lots of the vellum, 2 lots of your 6x6, and the paper pad, the most exquisite paper pad I think you will have seen. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a real cozy sort of vintage feel to it. If you love all of your wintertime foliage, Christmas foliage, obviously the holly and the ivy in there, but poinsettia, the mistletoe, which Craig's really pleased about. You've got all of that in there too, and then you've got all of this beautiful sort of old-fashioned script running through the back, almost like these letters to Father Christmas as well, with the envelopes, which look so cool, and then lots of the Christmas birds in there too, from our beautiful red cardinals to the red robins as well, and pigeons, of course, that we did mention a little bit earlier on, Christmas pigeons. And then look at the reverse as well. Plenty of opportunity here again for you to be able to maybe use some of the stamps that you've got within this collection, take those into the sort of more drawn back sort of B-sides, if you like, but we say B-sides, but you can see that they are just as lovely as the main sort of papers that you've got within this set. But they are all double-sided, 36 sheets. As we found out earlier on, the 6x6, the designs are different in here, and once again, been designed to such a point that you've almost got, on a lot of these, like frames, space for you to be able to take the sentiments that you've got within this set and stamp those onto these papers. Again, look at that, absolutely perfect, maybe for an insert for a project where you can simply just stamp your sentiment on there. And once again, they are absolutely beautiful. Loads of different designs. You're getting 12 designs, 3 sheets of each within this set. And again, look, you can see lots of frames. Snip into those, cut into those, and use those on the outside of your projects as well. And once again, you've got that more muted B-side. Vellums are included in here too, which match up perfectly. If you go for the Showstopper, it's all of that twice over. And as I say, you pay an extra £12 or $16.80 for the second lot of those. Then you are going to be getting all of your consumables too, if we can pick them up. Your embossing folder, first of all, this one is called your Christmas music. All of these available individually if you want to go for them and build your own smaller bundle. So you've got that really cool sort of vintage effect going on through there. You've got a 3D embossing folder. This one is called your Holly Evergreen. Beautiful detail. Again, when you get this home and you get to see this up close and personal, you'll appreciate the detail that you've got in the holly leaves there, and you can see all of the veins running through. Stunning. If you want to be able to recreate Debbie's card previously, you'll need this one here, which is called the Holly and Ivy Stamp and Die. You've got tons of sentiments in there as well. That Christmas message, I think, is absolutely beautiful. At Christmas, may your life be filled with love, joy and peace. And once again, you know, that could be that little message on the front of the card, a bit of matting and layering, a beautiful, simple project done, no problem at all. Beautiful holly edge, that one again, if you want a paper piece, maybe use some of your illusion film into that as well, could look really, really nice. You've got the Holly and Ivy sentiment. I love this particular set because you've got more stamps in there, and then you've got your little matting and layering dice to create the little tags almost. So yes, for cards, but maybe if you want to add these to gifts, table settings, crackers, all those kind of things. I think these are really super useful. And the fact that you've got all of the dies in there as well to decorate these up, add these elsewhere within your collection too. Then you've got your sketched holly, which has obviously got that more sort of sketch detail in it, stamp and die once again. And then love this, your scroll with holly. Obviously with that you get more of your holly stamps. You've got the holly and the ivy sentiment, which you can stamp onto that scroll. However, you can see it's such a nice size that you'll fit a lot of other sentiments on there too. Then you also get in this set, and these final few elements are actually the components that make up your HSN selection. So you've got the sentiments here, got the full verse of the holly and the ivy, plus lots of other really cute verses in there as well. So perfect as the sort of verses for the inside of your card. You've then got your creator card die, which is that beautiful Christmas jolly holly. It's jolly holly. Oh, what jolly holly Christmas. Make shakers with this, paper piece into this, colour into it. And then you're also going to get, I think, one of my favourite sentiments, Christmas-wise, I think I've ever seen. I absolutely love the font and the design of that is Merry Christmas. Everything I've just shown you there is your Showstopper. £116 is your platinum price. $152.80, and like I've said, when you go for the Showstopper, 2 lots of all the consumables, but you only pay an extra £12 or $16.80. If you're satisfied of just having one of each of those, then you can just go for the collection on its own. If you decide that you just want to pick and choose, everything is available for you individually as well. Jerry Johnson just says, my 10 for 10 is scheduled to arrive today. Boom. Beautiful collection, says Colleen, and Hadassah says, I can't get over the gorgeous papers. I will certainly need a few. If you feel like you'll need more than the Showstopper offers you, again, you can add more into your basket as well. And Alexandra says, Debbie, I remember watching the final Twilight movie at the cinema. You could have cut the air with a knife before the twist. I loved it. Ha ha.
I know. It was just the most... I never, ever forget being in the cinema and watching it. Never. Literally, my chin hit the floor. I was like... And even my sister-in-law went with me and she kept going like that to my mouth because I was like, oh, so good.
I feel like I might have to go and watch this now.
You've got to watch it. Yeah, you've got to watch it.
Anyway, keep commenting. In about 50 minutes' time, we will be revealing the 2 lovely people who will win one of one of Debbie's cards from the show. And there's hopefully 2 more to come, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, let's get 2 more in. Absolutely. I thought we'd use that beautiful Holly Evergreen. I think this embossing folder is absolutely gorgeous. It's a 3D embossing folder. You don't need to do a lot to it, or if you want to, you can, which is what we're going to do. So you could either letterpress. Now, if you're letterpressing, you could literally put your ink pad to the flattest part of the embossing folder, which is normally the front. Put it on the top of your card, send it through, and then it will give you a sort of white space, and then the letterpress will go in with the darker, if you put it green or if you put red on where the berries are. We're going to colour ours in with alcohol markers. It's one of my newfound loves to do with embossing folders. The other thing is, with your 3D embossing folders, just in case you're new to our Gemini machine, you will find all the plate combinations online, but we need our plastic shim, our magnetic, then your folder with your cardstock, and then your top cutting plate on top. That's for your 3D folders. If you have a 2D folder, obviously it's just your top and bottom cutting plate. So we're sending that one through. This is going to emboss absolutely beautiful. So let's take that one out. The level of embossing on here, Ben,
Oh,
is
wow, you
just,
see already.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. If I just pop it that way, look at that. It's so gorgeous,
Yeah.
so gorgeous. So you could just use your ink pads on there at this point if you wanted to, but I'm going to use my pens. So let's start with our green. I'm starting with the lightest colour. So let's just take, I'm not going to do all of these because you don't need to see me colouring everything. So I'm trying to pick one that doesn't take too long. So let's just go. Now, because it's risen, all I would recommend is when you go to your card, don't do too much colouring in one go, because alcohol markers, because of the nature of them, they're going to bleed into your cardstock. So just sort of go round the embossed area. And at first, it might look a bit scruffy, but honestly, have faith in the process.
Okay.
Because it does come out really good in the end. And even if you go over the edges and you're not too good with keeping it on the lines, please don't worry, because that will all be gone in the end. So we're literally just going to bring that round, and I always do the outside, then it's much easier to sort of colour in on the inside. And we're not doing anything other than literally colouring in. So I'm literally just going to scribble into those lines. I'm not worrying about blending, I'm not worrying about how it looks, because it really won't matter. All I'm worried about is putting the colour down so we get colour onto there, and then we are going to work our magic. So it is just a case of colouring that in. And it's also good because you can be quite quick with this as well.
Yeah.
And you can use any pens if you've got, I mean, I wouldn't really recommend using your best pens like your Illustrator.
Okay.
If that's all you've got, actually the brush nib will probably go down on them really well.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't take long to colour them in. So, and then with the darkest one, we just want to get just a little bit of shade in. And again, I'm not even worrying about how it looks. We're just going to put in just a little bit of that shade.
Great word to describe the papers, Amelie. I've been struggling for that word, but I think you've come up with it. Timeless.
Yes, is
the
timeless,
papers.
absolutely.
That's the nice thing about all our Christmas collections, isn't it? Like the fact that you will use it this year, but then roll round into 2025, you'll still be using it then and onwards, and for years to come. It's a collection which I think will you'll just use time and time again.
Yeah.
And I do love the fact that over the years as well, we've brought out lots of different styles of Christmas. So when you think of all the collections we brought, I think hopefully we cater for most people, don't we? In most sort of styles of Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. And we always, and I am one, I always think, do I need another collection when you've got lots? But actually, they all offer something different. We try and bring something different each year, and we try and make them work with your older collections as well. And I think that's really important to bring them out. Like, I tell you what collection this would work really well with, Ben, is, do you remember the winter white that we did? I don't know if you were here then, but we did a winter white collection. It didn't last long. It literally sold out and then it was gone. I think it was a Nature's Garden, or it might have just been a collection on its own.
Was it like more like a foliage based thing, was it?
Yeah, it was, and it was mostly green, quite
the name.
green and white with sort of really tints of vintage blue.
Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful, but it literally came and went. If you did manage to get that collection, that's going to work beautifully with this collection. So I think there is lots of ones that we do that work amazingly well. So you can see I'm not really worrying about how I'm colouring this. It is just a case of following the lines round. I'm not worrying if I've missed a bit. Let's do one more little green piece and then we will do a bit more. So it's just come up again, just a case of colouring that in. I've cut my page to 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, so and that fits perfectly with this embossing folder.
Michelle says she loves the tag set within this collection. Just to reiterate that as well, that you can obviously pick and choose. Everything is available individually. Let us know if you're doing that also, because as much as it's nice to see that a lot of you are taking advantage of the Showstopper option, and again, I appreciate that is a considered purchase. So if you are thinking, I'll spend maybe £30–40 or that sort of figure, which items are you picking out? Which ones are you going for? I'm kind of thinking if you are going for one of the making your own smaller collection, the Merry Christmas die's got to be in there, hasn't it? That's just
absolutely.
an absolute must. Certainly a paper pad or two, but it will be hard to pick and choose because there's some lovely components to this collection. There really are. And Dennis has just said, thank you, Debbie, for talking about colouring. I have thrown so many and eventually, I've thrown away so many and eventually given up because I struggled so much, says Janice.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, please try not to. And just keep watching the tutorials because there are so many out there. So you can see we've just done a little bit of that. It doesn't look too bad, but it could definitely look better because we have gilding wax.
Yes.
So gilding wax, when applied really lightly, can really enhance your colouring. So I'm using the King Gold here.
Okay.
And literally, you just want to wipe it on and wipe it off, and really with a small touch over the top. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to wash the colour out. We want to just give this a sort of vintage look to go with the look that we're creating. And I'm also, can you see it's going onto the white space as well? Because what that will then do is just add this luxurious feel. So we're just putting a little bit onto the red. So we're still seeing the colour, but what that's doing is it's hiding any bits that we don't want to show, but it's making that look really cool.
Just as a heads up as well, I have just checked, we had a deal on the gilding waxes at the back end of last week, buy two, get one free. It's still live on the website.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's all, well, it's Empire, Antique and Renaissance.
Oh, nice.
For buy
The
two, get one.
Empire Gold is my favourite gold.
Oh, okay.
So once you do that, literally buff it, and if I just show you that one, so there's like, can you see? Look how shiny that is. It is
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I've hardly put any on at all, but that looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then when you do the whole piece, if I bring that in, you can then see that gold coming through. If I put it to the front camera so you can see that. Look how amazing that then looks. You've got that gold coming through very lightly on all the berries, on the leaves. And I've just put a little dab of red on the little raised dots that are in there, and then put some gilding wax on them as well.
That's great.
And that creates your whole front of your card. So let's pop that to the side, and let's also bring in a page from the 6x6. Because it's such a good little book too. I was saying before about giving you the ability to then stamp into it and use it. So we're going to use one of our stamps. If I bring them in, I just adore these, Ben. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I love the fact that we've got ones that you can put on the front of your card, then we've got the verses for inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
So actually, let's do the Holly and the Ivy verse, because it's a Holly and Ivy card. It would work perfectly. So, and I'm just going to stamp that straight into my card here. So that just gives me enough room to write who it's to and who it's from. So let's bring in our stamping platform, put that to the side, and stamp a nice verse. So this one can go on the inside of our card. So just about there, I think, just making sure that's straight. And the other good thing is because we have the stamping platform, we can see if our verse is straight. So once I pick that up, I'm just going to literally angle it to me so I can see that's a little bit wonky. So that's better, put that on the lines. And then I'm going to be using our quick drying ink. So quick drying, it's going to do just that. It's going to dry straight away, and I'm using Pine Tree, which is the third colour up. So literally straight onto there, stamp that one down, make sure it's settled, always pressing the cross in the middle, and then work your hands out to where you want to stamp it. And that's going to, look at that, we've just got a little bit there, so I'm going to just stamp that one more time, just to make sure we've got a really nice clear stamp. Let it settle, again press down in the cross, then work to that area. And there we go, you get that perfect stamp in. And how nice is that to be able to create an insert like that? I mean, you pay so much money. If you sell your cards, it's just going to look beautiful.
It's very classy, that as well.
It's really classy, isn't it? So I've got a feeling that might be just a little bit, yeah. So I'm just going to trim that down. Let me just grab my guillotine, because we just need to take that down just a little bit. So let's take a bit off this side and the bottom.
You've inspired Amelie as well, who's just said, I've got all the gilding waxes and I haven't used them, but after that demo, I'm thinking I need to pull them out for a play.
Oh, absolutely. I use gilding wax all the time.
Yeah.
Even I would use it on, like here, I would put it around the edges of a topper. I think it's just such a nice medium to use, and it looks stunning. Wherever you use it, it looks stunning. Yeah, please don't use it. And also, in fact, I've got a mirror at home that I keep saying I'm going to upcycle, and I just need to paint it, and I want to use it, the gilding wax on there as well. And once you've polished it, just remember, polish it, because then it sets it and it doesn't rub off or transfer onto anything.
That's it. And obviously gives it a bit more of a shimmer, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, it makes it really shiny. Yeah, you buff it and it's really shiny. So you can see, because we've used quick drying, that's completely dry. That looks lovely on the inside. And then I'm going to do this quite plain, but we're going to just make it look quite beautiful. Just putting this onto some of our mirror cardstock. Just like so.
Hey, if you want more cardstock like that, tomorrow,
Yes.
I think we've got that.
Oh, it's tomorrow, so I didn't want to say anything. I wasn't sure when it would be on, so it is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's in like a bundle of like craft room essentials, isn't it? Really. Yes, if I can say it, Christmas craft room essentials.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
I've got that, haven't I? Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't know why. You know what? In my head, I was just about to say where that was from, and then I thought, I better not, because I don't know when it's launching, and I've been prepping with it.
I'm glad it's not just me sometimes. That's like me when I go, oh, I've never seen this collection before, and then Nicola goes, you launched it. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yes, of course. So, yeah, in fact, so tomorrow there is some amazing, what I would say is not just your essentials, more accessories as well.
Yeah, there's accessories in the bundle as well, yeah.
Accessories, essentials, yeah, it's going to be amazing.
You saw it on Countdown to Launch this time last week? Yeah. Or Countdown to Christmas, as Craig called it.
Countdown to Christmas. Well, I suppose it is really, because it's been all Christmas, hasn't it?
Well, almost all, yeah.
Nearly.
We had the Myths and Legends, which was non-Christmassy. And, oh yes, and the Sheena Draw the Line.
Oh, has she done that? I want you to watch it, because that's...
Oh, no, it hasn't been on yet.
Oh, it hasn't?
That's later on this month.
Oh, yes, sorry, that was the launch,
Yeah.
Countdown to Launch. Oh, good, because I really want to watch that. I need to learn how to do it. I haven't done it yet.
Oh?
Have you done it yet?
I haven't done it yet, no, but I have witnessed it on numerous occasions.
Yeah, I've witnessed it, but I haven't done it, and I really want to do it.
Yeah.
So I've just done one of the blessings to you this Christmas season, which again is off the stamp set. We're literally just going to place that.
Just whilst you're placing that, I know you touched on it, but Anne might have missed it. She says, Debbie, how did you do those dots on the background?
So literally, if I bring this in, the dots are already risen on here. Take your pen and literally just hold. I don't know if we can do this front way, Sam, because you could probably see it a little bit better. But because it bleeds, all you want to do is literally hold it down like that. Can you see? Hold it for a few seconds and it literally spreads over the dot.
Ah, I see.
The smaller the dot, the less you just need one little, so you don't want to do it for too long. So just like that.
Yeah.
There we go. Simple as that. That's how you do the dots, and it's really creative over there. Right, so we pop that on, and then I have got a little bow. Let's pop that on as well. Do we want a bow? I'm not sure if we do, actually. I think it's better without, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
I quite like it.
Cleaner.
There we go. Nice and clean. So you've got your inside of your card there, and then you've got your beautiful sentiment on the inside. There we go.
OMG, says Sonal, CC is taking all my money. I hope hubby is not home when UPS come to all the boxes. This is where you go, oh, I won it.
I actually did win a prize the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I was really shocked. It come through the post. I thought, what's this? I've not ordered anything. It's a Love Island bottle with my name on it.
Where did you win that from?
It was just on a post that they were doing, and to win prizes. I didn't know what I would win, and I obviously got my name picked out, so they sent me a bottle. So,
with your name on?
With my name on, yeah. I can believe it.
So it does happen, you see, so it's a plausible story. And there's always, I always offer this service, no one's used it recently. If you ever need me to say, oh, well done, Sarah, for the win of the whatever it was, I can do that for you. So then if hubby needs to see proof, you've then got it. So that is a service I do offer free of charge, because I'm just that kind of guy. Just before we have a quick break, and because I'll forget otherwise, Cindy's just asked, you know the samples you showed earlier?
Yeah.
She says, I want to know how they coloured the embossing folder in the sample that was showed earlier. Looks like it was watercoloured, maybe.
Let's have a look,
let's have a quick look.
So it was this one here. Let's have a look. It was done with the colour blend pencils.
Ah, yes.
So if you were lucky enough to get that amazing deal that we had with the colour blend pencils, this is from Julia Gals. She's coloured this one for us. Yeah, it's done with the pencils. Looks amazing, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Marvellous. Thank you. Right, keep the questions coming, keep the comments coming through as well. And remember, the more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning a Debbie demo. Yes. Or as we like to call it, a Debo. There will be one more Debo in the final half hour of the show. This has flown over, hasn't it? Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as we are. Check out now is what you need to do. The Showstopper, over 30% of that has gone. And when we come back, we will have our final demo. And then we'll give away 2 cards, and then we will be speaking to each other for the rest of the day ahead of Craft Wars later. No, of course we will. Or will we? We will be back in about 4 or 5 minutes' time. Get to the checkout, and we'll see you back here in just a moment.
Come in, check my emails, then yours out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. Do floor manage occasionally, not all the time. Ensure with that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we'll run about and get it for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my last, my everything. Go at the tea.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat, then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. Soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. Soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, TV.
What are you laughing at?
You.
Oh. Doesn't anyone else feel the need to do that at the end when he goes,
No,
dum,
never.
dum, dum. Just me. Just me. Right, I think we're pretty much up to date with all of the lovely comments. Maria Lewis says, my theme this Christmas is natural with red, gold and green. Red, gold and green.
Red, gold, and green.
I think I need to buy the Showstopper. Yes.
Yes.
This set couldn't be more perfect if it tried. I concur. And as I say, the fact if you go for the Showstopper, you get more of the consumables that you would have bought anyway for just £12 or $16 if you're platinum. It is an absolute winner Christmas dinner. Right. Let's get back to it. Final demo, and then keep commenting, by the way. If you haven't yet commented, then please do, because you could be winning one of Debbie's makes. And if you are a bit of a lurker, like Rowena was earlier on, feel free just to say hello. Let us know what you're shopping for, because it could mean that you'll win a signed Debbie card. So, final demo. What we're going to work with this time, Debbie?
Well, this could be my favourite card, I think. I love the Creator card die. I think this is absolutely stunning. So I thought, instead of making it to size, let's do a bigger card, because I know a lot of you like making bigger cards for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it comes in a 2-part die as well, which is even better, because what it means is it gives us the ability to create a frame around our card or a matte layer for your Creator cards, or whichever one you want. So another one that's really versatile, Ben. So I would say if people are cherry picking, this is another one that they definitely need to get in, because it's just incredible. So I'm going to use the outside cutting edge. Now what I've done is I've created a piece of card which is 10 inches by 8 inches, and then I've scored in at ½ inch and then 1 inch on each side. So that's going to create me a sort of diorama card. This would be a really cool card as well if you wanted to use lights, like fairy lights behind it, or like the little lights that you can get. And then I've cut my piece of cardstock from the paper pads, and I've cut this because it's the middle section, to 7 3/4 inch square. So that's going to go in the centre, but I want to get that framework done first. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our cardstock. I never tape it down first, because I always think if it moves, then you've lost 2 pieces of card, and I don't like wasting my patterned cardstock.
Yeah.
So I've got that upside down, haven't I? Let's pop that way. Is that right? Oh no, it was the right way. I thought I had that upside down. So I'm going to place it where I think that is central to my card, so just there. And then we're going to come in and bring in the outside die, and then I'm just going to put it where I think roughly is the central part, which is, I would say, that's not too bad, about there. And then we're going to tape that down. So again, just a small piece of tape to the top and the bottom. That will stop it moving anywhere you don't want it to be. So just double checking that's in the right place, and then just taping that down. Now I've taped it on the edge of my die and on the inside, because that's going to be your wasted part, although we can use that piece. And now I'm switching to my Gemini A4 plates, because you do need, for this you need a bigger concept card, so you need an A4 cutting machine. So literally sending that one through. That's going to cut out your, oh, I've done it wrong. I wonder, let's just bring it back out.
think you might
we might have got away with it.
Saved it.
So, it's a good job it's not a craft along. Yeah, it moved anyway, but I don't want to cut it through this piece of card. No, it didn't cut. Woo, that was good. We don't want it through that piece.
Just in the nick of time.
That was just in the nick of time. I suddenly thought, where's my piece of card? Well, I've sent it through with my die. Right, you only want to cut out that edge piece because we just want the frame. And the reason being is because this piece of card, we need to now cut out the whole thing, but we want to use the frame as a guideline. So bring that one back in. So once we take that out, that now gives us our frame. So you could, if you wanted to, stick this one down. So let's pop that one there. But what we're going to use this for now, and I'm always making sure that we put back in our score lines, it just makes it easier folding it at the end. If you pop this onto where it's going to go, that now gives you a guideline of where you place this die. So you've got your stem here, so we're going to pop that right in the middle, just like so. And make sure that's central to my frame. That's perfect. So then we can take that away and then we can stick that one down as well. So it's just a really good way of using your outside edge for your to get a frame for your inside part. And then we can just place that on top and die cut that one through.
Carol D says the demos are all lovely. I really like the music embossing folder, which can be used for lots of cards, not just Christmas. That is a great shout.
Yeah, anything really, couldn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a gorgeous one. Yeah, I mean, it's not readable either, so no one's going to, even if they could read music, they wouldn't be able to read it.
Producer Nicholas says Chris Martin could. Yeah. Oh, I thought I recognised the music. It's actually Yellow by Coldplay that you've got written down there. And Janet says, I thought I decided on my theme for Christmas. That has now gone out of the window and I'm waiting for the Showstopper to come through my door.
Oh,
Stunning cards,
won't be
Debbie.
Disappointed.
As always.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. I would hate people to miss out, Ben. I know that, you know, these things are considered a purchase, but it would be a shame to miss out when you like something so much. And you really will be. There's so many elements to this, so many beautiful elements that when you craft with them, you'll just want to use it time and time again.
And again, if you are going for individuals, think about the ones that you're going to get the most use out of, and actually the ones which you might find crossover with other Christmas collections too. But yeah, like Debbie says, whether you go the whole hog or you pick and choose, you are going to love working with this collection.
Yeah, you
because
definitely
it's very beautiful.
Right, so next, so we've got our card, so you can see there, just fold in those side pieces in. We've got our frame that's going to go over the top, which I think is there. Yep, like so. So you can see already it looks stunning. Then I would use the back of this piece. So let's just take my tape away from there. And on that side, if I can see where it is, just it's embedded itself in. I'm not worried it rips into the card, although it's come off beautifully. I'm going to turn that round because the back side of the card, when you then place through, will then pick up the what's in the outside there. So that's why we've turned that round. Where if you put the pattern one through, you can't see it as well. But we want to make it even more prominent. So I've got a green piece of card here, and we're going to cut that out again. So I'm going to use my frame this time and the inner part. So we've used, this is where I say about it being versatile, Ben, because we've used our frame to create our frame. We've used our inside part to create a card, and now we're using both to create a topper that's going to go over both sections.
Got you.
So we're just going to place that on there, just allow a similar sort of room around the outside. Again, take that one down. So we're just going to place that on one side. So let's pop that over there and on the other. That's going to hold that into place, and then we can send that one through as well. So I would use any of your linen cardstock, any of your speciality cardstocks, all going to cut lovely. Your glitter, you've got your green mirror card, your luxury cardstock, which is going to look really cool. So any green cardstock that really is going to sort of match your greens that are in the holly. So once we've got that one cut out, you can see it cuts like a dream every time, no matter what cardstock you're using. take that one out. And then we've got this beautiful one that's in green, like so. Look at that, so stunning. I love this die, so nice. So just take that, drop that down, clears out, lovely.
Yeah.
Ready for the next turn. Let's pop that in the bin. And then what we're going to do you remember, not last week, the week before, Ben, we had some of the, you will remember.
Will I?
Yes, we had some glitters, the craft club. The craft club.
Oh, yes, I do remember.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, actually, these will come in handy. So
Yes.
what we're going to do, we're going to use...
That was the pack. It had like 20 different glitters in it, didn't
it
it?
had so many different glitters in them. So, so if you've not got it, I'm sure we've still got some online. But it's an amazing pack. You get so many. And then I'm going to use my tacky glue, and we're literally going to go round like so. You don't have to be too precise because this is about just adding your tacky glue.
Are you glittering up the berries?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Very
just
nice.
The berries. Yes. So we're literally just putting that glue down. Don't know why, but there's obviously I need to clear out the nozzle because it keeps clogging.
Margaret says she likes doing 8x8 cards best. Gail says, looks like I will be shopping again today. I need this set. And Emily says, credit card, CC credit card dies are my favourite dies next to edgeables. They are brilliant, aren't they? Because they do
so good.
all the hard work for you. Whilst you're gluing, do you want a question from Cindy?
Oh, yes.
She says, can you watercolour inside an embossing folder, then add paper and emboss?
So you could, although you don't want to make it too wet.
Right.
Because if so I think what you're saying is, can you paint inside there?
Yeah. Like if it was too wet, it'd come out all smudgy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would come out all smudgy, but it would look watercoloured if you don't put too much in. The other way to do it is to use your ink pads.
Yes.
And you could slightly spritz with water.
Right.
And then you could see how that would come out as well.
Okay.
If we might have time. If we've got time, we'll try it.
Okay.
And we'll show you how it would come out. So, so once you've done that, I would say, Ben, leave this for about sort of 50 seconds to a minute. So it goes more tacky, because what you don't want it to do is smudge. So, but as we haven't got too much time, and in fact, I'm going to just take that off there and turn that over, because we want to be able to put the glitter back in our pot. And we're just going to sprinkle the glitter over the top, like so. And then that will come out nice and easy. So we can pop that back. Look at that, we've got then our berries.
Glittery berries.
Glittery berries, yes. So I'm just going to pop that back in to the little pot.
They're very merry berries.
Very merry.
Merry berry.
Mary berry. Al's always cooking Mary berry recipes.
What's that?
Al's always cooking Mary berry recipes.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yeah, he likes Mary berry. Although he cooks all sorts of people's recipes. Right, now what we're going to do with here, because now normally I would turn this upside down and then glue it, but because we've glued that, I want it to dry, I'm actually going to put it on this side. So let's have the dotty tape pen, and we're just going to go down all of this section here, making sure that these are all going to stick. Oh, and also I think we're going to put our outside frame on first as well. Right, I think I've covered them all with dots. Good thing is they're blue so we can see them. And then we will take our frame and pop our frame on. And in fact, I'm going to use my tacky glue. Just a little bit of wet glue. That way, if it doesn't go on first time around the edges. Oh, it's really bugging me, this glue pot, because so we're not going to do that. We're just going to use our tape pen and hope for the best.
I must remember, note to self for craft wars tonight, use wet glue, Ben. Use wet glue. That's what you need to do tonight.
Oh, why is that?
Well, just because I'm not as good as some at like layering up like mats and layers and stuff, and then obviously with you.
And just in case
Did anyone see that?
What I was doing, yes.
Because if you don't lay it down first time, you're a bit more...
This is what I knew that would happen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm like all the time, so I'm definitely going to use the wet glues. Much to the, I suppose, detriment of the people who love to see my flick that Debbie was just doing there.
Oh, it's not going on. Look.
You got to have a stylish flick, haven't you?
Well, I suppose you have.
It is stylish. And Radical Rachel says, no copying today, Ben. God, what?
I know, I've already warned him. I said, you can't copy. So all you eagle eyes, you've got to have some eagle eyes on Ben today. No copying.
We know such thing. I've just used my initiative before.
Right, my last thing I want to do, I want to use the tacky glue. I should just grab the bigger bottles from the side, but I like the little intricate bottles. But I think there must be something that keeps blocking it. Then we'll just go around the edge.
Make sure you give Debbie that one later.
I'm going to clear it out beforehand. Let me just bring in normal.
Give her all the empty tape pens as well.
Yeah, no sabotaging.
Hey, I don't know what you mean. You've got to have some sort of handicap. It's like when they used to do the Pro-Am golf, wasn't it? And you get the pros up against like the amateur celebrities. Like, you know, the amateur celebrities would always have, you know, they'd have a bit of a head start. So maybe, you know, I
want
should...
a head start then? I'll tell you what.
I'm going to bring up Craig and have him in my corner.
I mean, I could let you have first dibs.
Oh,
at the
first
box.
dibs. Oh, okay.
How about that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. But then I'll probably end up choosing...
Yeah, but at least you've
Yeah,
got
then
that
there's no
option, haven't
excuses.
you? At
Okay.
least,
Okay.
I should have put this on first, look, because my frame is going to be a bit wonky, but never mind. It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
Oh, there we go. Let's just pop that on. But it's just because I'm being more careful because I've glittered that and I don't want to smudge my glitter until the glue's dried. Although tacky glue dries quite quickly, so we should be all good.
Rachel says just hide Debbie's glasses.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Rachel, don't give him ideas.
And tie your hands behind your back. There you go.
Right, so we're going to place this on the inside. So let's just glue this one on as well. I can tell there's going to be war tonight, isn't there?
Well, maybe. It'll be fun though. If you missed the
it'll be
last
really
one,
fun.
it's one of the most fun shows ever that I've been a part of, and it'll be the same again tonight. I just enjoy having fun, and I enjoy trying to create something. And last time it came out okay, and I enjoy watching what an expert like you does, and I also enjoy the inner monologue that comes out when Debbie crafts in those situations.
No, and what's funny is I think they thought I was doing it for the show.
So, yeah.
But I hadn't even realised that I was talking that much through it all. And it is what I do normally. If I'm doing anything, I talk away.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in my craft room, whether I'm in the kitchen, whether I'm upstairs, I'm always chatting to myself about something.
Do you do that at home? Let us know.
Yeah, I do it at home.
Yeah, I was just wondering if our lovely viewers do as well. Do you chat to yourselves when you're crafting? Probably. Debbie, you were saying you chat to yourself in the supermarket as well, don't you?
Around the supermarket, yeah. I'm talking to myself the whole time.
What do you do? Do you go, oh, do I need to go down this aisle?
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
need
That's
to.
exactly what I do. Exactly what I do. I go, right, do I need this one? Oh, is that the aisle? Is this where the chicken is? No, it's the next one. That's what I do, honestly.
And then people think that you're talking to them.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people in the past that have said sorry. And I was like, oh, sorry, no. And then I realised that I'm talking.
Love it. More of that tonight from 5.
Yes, definitely. Right, and then I've took that Season's Greetings. So again, one of the stamp and die sets that you've got in this collection, which is absolutely stunning. And then we're just going to use our foam pad to pop on top there. Pop that in the middle, like so.
Last chance to fire in any comments if you want to win one of Debbie's cards, by the way, because we'll be doing that shortly, because we're almost done.
We certainly are. And then we're just going to put a little bit of our tape pen around the edges, which is going to go just onto there. And then we're going to literally pop the bow. In fact, I might put the bow up in this corner. Let's pop that up there. I don't know why, but I feel like bows have not really been needed. I'm going to pop that there instead.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think there's so much to the set and so much to those papers. It almost feels like, you don't really need it there, but...
Oh. There we go. There we go. And there's our gorgeous card in the centre with our beautiful sentiment.
Marvellous. Absolutely blooming marvellous. Florence says, I don't usually think about Christmas in July, but the weather in the north of France and this lovely collection makes me want to get started. Thank you, Debbie, for the demos. I love everything, says Florence.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
Ruth says, you know, if they released a touch of sparkle before you made this card, you could have put the red pearls or gems as the berries. Shout, that's a great shout.
Yes, love that one.
And Vanessa says, I am loving this collection a lot. Margaret says, Ben, could you show oh yes, we can do the thing for Cindy. Try the watercolour thing for Cindy. Just whilst we do, whilst we're getting that out, Margaret wanted to see the vellums as well, so I can quickly show you those. Those, of course, are included in your Showstopper. If you go for the Showstopper, you get 2 lots, and actually within the set, you get 24 sheets, so you get 8 different designs, 3 sheets of each. Absolutely beautiful. And again, if you do want to go for these individually, you can. So I think a lot of people have gone for that Showstopper. Well, we know a lot of people have gone for the Showstopper with the stock that has already disappeared. But you will get the vellums twice over, as you will with the 12 by 12 and your 6x6 cardstock as well. And you're only actually paying an extra, I think it was £12, wasn't it, or $16.80 when you add that Showstopper into your basket. And of course, it's free shipping as well. £116 platinum, $152.80 if you're shopping in the US of A. Beautiful card, says Rose. I would struggle to give that away, but we will be giving some cards very shortly away to 2 of you. Will it be you? Well, we will find out very shortly. We just wanted to do a quick impromptu demo for Cindy, saying, can you watercolour inside an embossing folder and then add the paper and emboss?
Yeah, let's give it a go, shall we? So I've got both embossing folders out because another little thing about embossing folders is detail in the folders. So if we was to do our inks onto our embossing folder and spritz it and put it through on something like this one, it will smudge quite a lot. But I think we could get away with this one because we've got big open areas. So we're going to do both. I'm going to do a letterpress technique. So letterpress is a great technique. It means when you run open your folder up, whatever folder you've got, and just run your hands over, you'll find one sticks out, so this is raised, and one is quite smooth. You can still feel the pattern, but it's smooth. It's the smooth side that you want to put your inks to. So what we're going to do with this one is literally just rub our ink over the top. So, like so. It's a really cool effect. So just popping that all over, making sure that's covered. And then we're just going to take some cardstock, just grab a couple of pieces here. I'm just going to cut that down. In fact, just trim that in half, and then we can, just bring in my guillotine just to cut that one in half. So let's do half of that one. Like so. They're both actually, let's just, in fact, no, let's do both of these at 5.5. It will fit them inside. So then we'll place that one inside there. So I do them 2 separately because one is a 2D embossing folder.
Yeah.
So your 2D one, you only need your top and bottom cutting plates. You can, in fact, I think I might do it because I always like to give a little bit of extra pressure with our metal shim. So let's pop that through and pop that one. Now with this one, the 3D folder, we can do the same sort of thing, but then we can spritz it with water. So let's just take that one out. So what you'll get with this effect, if I just open it up so you can see overhead, look at that.
Ah, so cool.
Looks really cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just got those beautiful, which is the right way? Is that the right way? Yes, that's the right way. So you've got those musical notes there. So that's really cool. So that's your letterpress technique. So if you wanted to watercolour, again, you want to do the same thing. So again, feeling is a little bit more difficult with it, but you've still got raised edges. That's your raised edges. These are your flat part. So we want to put our inks onto there. So what I'm going to do is actually pop this around, all around the edge, like so. And then, is that, no, that's not raised. And then I'm also going to just take my red one.
Oh, into the berries.
And we're just going to put some berries in the middle, just like so. And that will sort of spread anyway, but it will just give us that beautiful effect.
Yeah.
Like so. And then if we then want to spritz, I'm just going to cover my ink pads because we don't want to put water into them. Just now you want a waft, not a real strong spritz. So it's literally...
Like they do when you walk past them in the department stores and they hit you with the perfume.
Yes, that's it, yes. Or they don't do that anymore, do they? They don't like you even touching them. They give you little sticks and they spray a tiny amount on.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. You haven't brought perfume for Laura for a while then, have you?
No.
No. So it literally is. And what you can see it bubbling up a little bit. So if you want a little bit more, we can put a little bit more on. Depends how much you want it to be watercolour, but don't saturate it.
No.
And then I would say then flip that over like so. You can see it's already pooling here.
Yeah.
So then we're going to take our plate. So you want your magnetic shim and your plastic shim. You're just going to place that on the top there. And then we're going to pop this on. Now, bear in mind, I haven't done this, Ben, so I don't know how it's going to come out.
I like the fact that we're trying it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason you don't want too much water on there, because you're putting it through an electric machine, so you don't want water going through all your plates.
I will get it!
Literally, just went out, look. That was funny. It's probably splattered everywhere now, isn't it? Oh, that looks cool. Look at that. There we go. So you've got a more sort of wetter effect, but more watercoloured look. So
like it.
In answer, was it Sonia?
Cindy.
Cindy, sorry Cindy. Yeah, in answer to your question, you can use it, but just not too much, and that gives you that watercolour effect. That's really cool, doesn't it? Love that.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ben and Debbie. Only place I know where you ask and they demo. Wonderful, says Cindy. That's what I mean. If we can show you, we will. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, at least then you know. Beautiful card. I would struggle to give that away. Amelie says, the music note embossing folder. Yes, that's the 2D one, isn't it? Yes. And size-wise, it is 6x6. So yes, 2D and 6x6. And also to Carolyn Cooey, who says, this kit is such a gorgeous collection. The design team did a fantastic job. Listen, you've got to get it checked out. The Showstopper is so busy. Lots of you have shopped it. And just to reiterate again, if you think, oh, where's the bonus buy? There is no bonus buy. We've kind of incorporated it into the actual Showstopper, because if you get the Showstopper, you get a second 12x12, a second lot of your vellum, and a second 6x6, but you're only paying £15 or 21 bucks. That's £12 or $16.80 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. So that's definitely the way to go. You can buy everything individually, and there is an HSN selection for you as well, all on the website. We did say that we would give away 2 cards at the end of the show to 2 winners. So each winning a Debo. First on YouTube, Liz R. And for her comments on Facebook, Margaret Birch. So we will get Debbie to sign a card for you.
That'll be one of these 4.
Yeah, one of the 4. Obviously, we'll pick, but it'll be one of those lovely 4. Message us, Margaret, and also Liz, and we will send out to you. Message us at ctbprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Obviously, you just need your address, and we'll get those sent out to you with a little Debbie signature on. We are done. Thank you so much, everybody. I've no doubt we will touch on this more later through the day, but for now, thank you. And a massive thank you to Debbie. What a lovely, lovely collection, and thank you for all your fab demos.
Oh, I loved it. And you know what? When you get it home, you will absolutely love it. You'll just start thinking, which can I use first? What will go with which? It's just all matches. But more than anything else, I'm so pleased, Ben, that we've done the Showstopper with the extra paper packs.
Yeah.
Because the paper pack, especially the 6x6, where you've got literally 32, 36 toppers there, or inserts for your cards. And I love that we've done that. I think we're going to be doing it a little bit more with some of the collections, and it's just a really nice thing to have. But yeah, happy crafting.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We're back tonight live at 5. That is midday if you're Eastern. It's 9 a.m. Pacific. It's going to be a lot of fun. Me versus Debbie once again in Craft Wars. We'll each be doing 2 projects, and you will get to vote for your fave. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that later on. But in the meantime, get your collection. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you a bit later. Bye-bye.